at the same time, I don't want to hurt you, mate.
I don't want to hurt you.
Like, so it's just sort of like, and I just know what I'm capable of. But it's true, bro. Like, I'll be real. It's true.
No,
like,
I don't want to fight.
It's not just a little shot. It's fucking.
Yeah, I don't want to
people.
fight someone. That's
Trust me.
Aw. I feel like you two have developed like a friendship
Yeah. What do you mean?
over the
We were always friends.
No, I know, but
Is
like,
that so, Danny?
What, you weren't friends with me?
Friends.
You weren't friends with me?
That's what I thought, brother.
Until?
At the Sidemen Hide and Seek 2023.
Yes.
Right, we were on the same team.
last year.
And I thought we were brothers.
We were brothers.
The next thing I know, mate, you're calling for my name.
I am.
You're saying you want to knock me out.
Oh, no, I said I want to leave. I want to leave you unconscious.
Yeah, what's that all
I
about?
want to leave you unconscious.
Yeah, why?
I don't really know.
Yeah,
I actually no, because it boils down to that. Like I started boxing and I'm like, fuck, I gotta call everybody.
Was this
out.
after your first fight?
No.
That was before.
No,
this
this was
My
after.
first fight was a month ago, mate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
No, it was like I started boxing and I'm like, fuck, how do I like get myself in there? I'm like, fuck it. I call out Joe and be like, I'm knocking him out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. Like, I tweeted it and I'm like, why?
I do notice this, right?
Why?
So obviously I technically haven't like boxed since like 7 years ago, but it seems to be, I think you mentioned it, how people still will go to my name
Bro,
to fight,
Yeah.
but it's like,
You're massive.
Yeah.
but it would be like, is there a reason of like, okay, you're trying to use the name, i.e. like, okay, I partook in starting it, but if that's the case, why aren't you calling Theo Baker's
I didn't
name?
fight JJ. That's
true.
I didn't fight
Well,
JJ.
no, I mean,
Is it that you think I would be an easy touch?
Because I didn't fight JJ.
Oh, that's an easy one to knock
Danny,
out?
It's because I didn't fight JJ, and that's the only reason.
Or is it that I've fought KSI Legit ABT and it's like,
this is a good question, you know. Why
I
was it your
understand.
name?
The Weller comeback fight is a
This
big
is
fight.
honestly
Yeah, it
what
is a big fight.
I'm now saying, and what it truly is you just need to be back in there.
Yeah.
Like the comeback is just crazy, and like if I could somehow share that with you, I'll fucking share it with you, man. I'll share it with you. I think it would be so fun.
Yeah.
Like you put like I say it in all the interviews, like they're like, oh, why Joe Weller? Do you hate him? I'm like, no, he deserves to be back, innit? Like I want to see him. He fucking started this shit.
yeah, no, it's weird, mate. And I don't know whether this is just a bog standard bipolar or what, but like I, one hand will be like, mate, I'd love to jump in and box right now. Like if the arena was next door, fucking full of everyone, it would be like, mate,
Yeah.
let's just fucking go right now. And then I've had it where then, okay, right, I dedicate and I just make my life boxing and I'm training. And then I start to be like, mate, this is actually just making me lose myself.
There's
Like,
more to life,
I
isn't
don't
it?
want to be just hurting people for a living or even just like risking my own mind, which is already like, obviously my mind's pretty all over the gaff as we know anyway. Like I'm pretty open about it. And it's like taking head trauma unnecessarily. It gets to a point where it's like,
You don't need to do it.
do you know what I mean?
You don't need to. do it.
Hasn't there already been signs of Jake having like head trauma?
Yeah.
Hasn't he like already like had a
Kind
CT
of
scan?
probably already had it.
Yeah, I
before.
feel like he had it
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, it is
Was
it is
there
weird.
not? I don't know how much we're allowed to go into here, but
Go on.
didn't you have some sort of agreement to have a fight anyway?
Well, yeah, like I had it
It's
offered.
like-
I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like,
Yeah.
why not,
Like-
mate? I started training for it as well.
I was on the train home with Weller, and he was like, "You were telling me all about it."
Yeah.
What you realise is when you agree something, and this is no shade to Misfits, when you agree something, it means fuck all. It means you could have a contract. I've had contracts signed. You're fighting this guy here. No, I'm not. It never happened.
like what?
Like, I don't know. It just doesn't like. It
I
just
guess-
doesn't. I don't know.
I
Like,
guess you can have a contract in that, but like ultimately, if the guy goes, I know I've signed it, but I'm not doing it."
But me and Joe both said we'll do it.
Yeah, no, I was like,
Like,
100%.
we had a date
Yeah.
soon.
Because that's the thing.
And then now what? Nothing's happened.
Yeah.
You said like you didn't actively pull out; it just kind of like fizzled
No,
out.
I'll be real. Like, I started training, right? I started doing it all. And the same thing sort of that occurred whenever that ended up doing boxing sort of occurred. And it's that thing of me realizing that actual just fighting and harming people, it does something to my head that I don't like that version of myself. And it actually eats away at me. Like, and training to basically put this geezer down, knock him out unconscious, for my hand to be raised. I don't know. There's something about that I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
You're a lover, not a fighter.
And
You
maybe
are-
that is,
yeah,
maybe
no,
like,
for
don't get me
real.
wrong. If I had to defend myself, and if there was something like that, and I like, you know me, mate, I'm like one of the most competitive people.
You know me,
But-
fucking hard as nail.
No. But as in like, I'm like, I'll always like back myself. But I don't know. There's this undeniable thing that just comes to like reality whenever I try and do boxing.
Like you said that to me the other day on the Chris MD shoot. Like you really put it into perspective. Like all this time I've been training and fighting, I'm like, yeah, it's fun. Like it's a fun game. But you're like, oh, if someone wins, like someone loses. And I don't think I've really deep that.
It's not just losing. It's like you're trying to harm someone to basically get adulation from a crowd of like, you're validated. Well done, mate. You're masculine.
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
like, I don't know. Like when I actually like looking, it's like no wonder why I felt the way I felt regarding it, because like ultimately, it's not something that I actually get off on. The idea of harming someone to get like gratification.
There are some sick bastards that do though.
Yeah. Like
really
there are some killers, and I think you've got like you love it, right?
Yeah.
You fucking, if you've got that, go with it. But I don't think you can fabricate that. Like if that's not actually who you are,
you can't.
You'll get found out in there.
100%.
And I think there's part of that. Like even with the JJ fight, the reason why I froze so much is because I was like, this isn't actually
because people think
like
people think YouTube boxing is fun, and I'm not. I thought it was fun. I thought it's a fun game, but then when the bell rings, you're in a ring with someone that does just want to absolutely smash you, and they're like, oh, it's real, and people don't realize that, man.
How did you find all of that? Sorry,
I was going to ask them I was
go.
going to ask a similar question because obviously, Joe, when you box, up until actually last week, which something happened, notoriously, like when it comes to a pressure situation, you do sort of crumble. Which is peak, but no, but it's true. No,
thanks for that, Malfoy.
But up until
cheers for the update, mate.
Up until last week,
get your knob out.
Really cool did happen.
Something cool did happen.
Something cool did happen, and that was the first time I've really seen you go and almost perform under pressure.
Yeah,
it's harsh, but it's true, right? Like you fucking nailed that.
Yeah, I did.
How have you found going out in front of however many thousand people it was? Fine.
13,000.
30,000. There you go.
Yeah,
30,000 people. Like, it's a lot different than like streaming FIFA and Twitch. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, it was mental. But like, I've fucked up, man. Like, because I walk out, everyone's screaming my name. I'm like, this is fucking sick. Like, they're all here. I say they're all here for me. They were here for JJ, but then couldn't be asked to refund their tickets.
Yeah,
so
you're one of the big names.
But yeah, like, it was, do you know what I mean? But it was like, oh my God, they're all here for me. I can't wait for it. And I'm like, I didn't even realize I was having a fight. Like when I got into the ring, I'm still like looking around. My mum, dad's there, like everyone's there. The boys are there, Ginger's there. And then you turn around, oh shit, some guy's here about to punch me in the face. And then and I was like, fuck, what do I do now? Like everything, I was lost. I fucked it, mate. Like I literally fucked it. But I guess you need to have that experience because now next time, hopefully I don't fuck it.
Yeah, like
you learn a lot from that.
Had you been punched in the head a lot in training?
Yeah, oh mate, I got battered, man.
So you're used to being hit in the face.
Yeah, I've been battered, mate.
But it is also different when you're stepping into the ring with someone that you're going up against because they actually want to hurt you.
Yeah, no,
when
of course. It's not just
someone.
like learning or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's not just that, though. It's like... I think the reason why JJ normally performs well is because he's used to coming out in front of a crowd and having that adrenaline and just be able to perform in it. Like, you see, like, the more something... Like, look at Deji, for example. Like, the more he did it, the better he got, and he eventually won.
Yeah,
like,
but I think
if you keep doing things, put yourself in the situations, you'll be able to handle it and adapt.
Deji's was more because I think he got to a point where he actually started taking it seriously. But like,
it's a bit of both. It is a bit of both.
Got off on the right foot. You know, how would he have performed if Weller did come out and beat him? There's no like, how would that have affected him? We just don't know. Like, he came out as the underdog in that fight and then won. So like, he was the underdog.
Oh, 100%.
Like.
I thought you were going to win. I was low
Mate,
key.
this is the thing.
All the boys had money
as much as I was like, oh my God, we're frozen, all that. If I did what I was doing in the gym, and you probably feel the same, like in the gym, you're doing one thing, everyone's saying your power is unreal, like, oh my fucking God. But then you get out there, mate, I literally felt jelly, bro.
Literally, exactly.
Did you feel the same? Like, as in almost like stuck in mud?
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched the AJ fight recently.
Yeah.
When he walked out, did you not? I know this is in hindsight, but I said to Jodie next to me when we were watching, I said, he looks like dazed as he's walking. He looked just like he wasn't. Yeah. There was something going on, and he could tell in the fight he wasn't there.
No.
We did get hit very early on that set.
But I'm talking about in the walkout when he walked out.
You know, like even when they're both in the ring,
yeah,
like, they're announcing him. He's just staring like that.
Yeah.
Like,
on one hand, you're like, oh, is that just his thing? Is that his comfort zone of where he's just focused, or is he just dazed?
But apparently, he wasn't at the stadium before the fight, so he arrived really late.
Yeah, he did arrive late, didn't he?
Yeah. So I don't know whether something went on. We don't know, but
it really is just the ultimate test of like basically your central nervous system and how it can cope with like fight, flight, or freeze.
Yeah,
and it's like, did you notice? I don't know, when you're in the changing room beforehand, any elements of like you rising to the occasion or like fuck, it's flying.
I got a picture of me in the changing room. I froze, man.
Really?
Like you could. It was like I saw a ghost, mate. I didn't like, and I'm I'm a confident man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I'm confident.
Mate.
Do you know what I mean? And I was like, look, I've played in a Sidemen match in front of 60,000 people. I looked at that, I'm like, I can do it.
Yeah.
It's completely fucking different. Like, it's completely different. You're walking out by yourself.
All you knew.
It's all you. Like, Sidemen match, obviously it's for fun, but even if it isn't for fun, you got 10 other people there. If you make a mistake, you're calm.
Yeah.
If you make a mistake in boxing, you're getting fucking hit, and there's nothing you can do about it. So it's just, I didn't realize until I got in the ring for the first proper time.
And did like any of those blows like make you almost, did you feel nearly unconscious, or was it just...
That's the weirdest thing. I watched it back and bro hit me.
Yeah.
Like,
he did, yeah.
Bro hit me. And like, in the moment, I'm like, fucking hell, this is easy. Like, I'm not getting hurt. But like, I look back and I'm like, fuck, he kind of fucked me up. I'm not going to lie. First 2 rounds, I was fucked up. But in a moment, I felt nothing. Like, he would hit me with a hard shot.
Yeah.
Just keep going. And whether that's adrenaline or whatever, like, do you know what I mean? But
also in a fight scenario, it's completely different to sparring.
Yeah.
Like you can't go down.
Exactly, mate.
You know what I mean?
That was, honestly, and this is what I regret, is like the whole week leading towards it. Like there was a lot of shit going on in the week. Like that is whatever. It's just boxing or whatever. It happens. But like my mentality, basically for the whole like 6 months training, I'm like, my mentality is I'm gonna knock him out. Yeah. This is my mentality. And then last minute, I'm like, fuck, I don't know. And then it changed to, I'm fighting to not lose.
Yeah.
I was like, as long as my last thought was, as long as I don't lose, which I feel like you could tell, innit? Like I didn't go in there to win. I went in there to not lose, which is a beta mentality.
What do you think gave you that? Because obviously you were the fan favorite in that.
Yeah.
But were you like the favorite going in?
No, hell no. Like,
so like, would you get a lot of tweets and comments and shit saying like you're gonna get fucked up and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, mate, people don't like me. People want to see me knocked out.
Why?
I don't know. Like,
you said not everyone.
Not everyone.
Yeah.
I got some haters, but I don't know. I feel like they see like a few clips of me and think that's my
video.
Yeah, like shit like that.
Yeah, but that's
but they like
just
think
you having fun though.
They think that's like, oh my god, he's being so serious. But that's just, I don't know.
But you also got to remember, like, I highly doubt you get any hate on Instagram. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all on Twitter.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Football, Twitter,
mate, I get more like positive than negative. Like,
but they do outweigh it in terms of when you read them 100%.
Mate, you read one comment, it outweighs 100.
Yeah.
So going into that week, what do you think? Yeah, it was that almost switched your mentality,
mate. The whole week was fucked, man. The whole week I hated it. Like that was for me before. I hated it before. I was like, I actually don't even care about the fight. I just want to do like, I love a press conference, the weigh in.
Is it because it got real? Do you think
it got real, but it got messy as well. It got really messy. Like I didn't even know if I was fighting like 2 days before. We didn't have like a contract. Like it's just, this is what I'm like. I don't want to come in here and be like, they did this, they did that, but like,
let's be real.
Things were changed, like, the weight was changed, everything was changed. I didn't have a contract. I'm literally, I flew my manager out to, to support, like, he's one of my best friends. I just thought, fuck it, come with me, don't work, do you know what I mean? And then he's working, like, in the hotel at midnight, trying to make sure the contract's sent and all that. And it's just like, just want to fight. Yeah. Like, I don't want all this fucking talk and, like, changing things. Let's just go in the ring, innit? So I guess my mind kind of got a little bit blurred.
Yeah, because that's the thing, especially if you're like locked in a gym for like the whole time leading up to it, there's all those other factors that essentially make up like your responses on that fight night. Especially like, the public stuff. Every time you're doing that, your adrenaline's getting spiked. Like, and come fight night, you can just be battered and like knackered. So yeah, that's kind of unsurprising. I will ask though, how did it impact you not going the way that you wanted it to? Like the draw?
The draw. No, I can't lie. I was speaking to my girlfriend and my best mate yesterday. I was like, I'm sorry, boys, because I know this is like a fun podcast and I love it so much.
It's real. It's a safe space to be you.
Yeah. I feel empty, man.
Still.
For real. Like I woke up, like, look, I live a blessed life. I live such a fucking good life. It's a joke. But I just feel empty. I'm lost. I don't know. I have no direction, man.
I do think this is like a problem in this space of like YouTubers coming into it and not realizing how detrimental it can actually be. Obviously, you found out firsthand and you were the first to ever actually go there. But like you do see that in a lot of it. When we were out in, was it Miami?
Yeah.
And we went for dinner with Gibb after he lost the fight.
Yeah, he'd almost had a breakdown.
Yeah, he was just like completely gone. It had affected him so badly.
Like when the whole like 6 months leading up to it, I felt like I was just like, cool, let's just, when it's done, I'm going to feel so good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to love it. I feel nothing. I don't feel any sense of pride. Like, I'll be honest, I feel pride because I did something out, like very out of my comfort zone.
And you didn't lose?
I didn't lose.
Yeah.
I didn't lose. But look, would it be different if I won? Probably. But like, I only feel proud because of the like environment. Like I would, like 2 years ago, I would never walk out in front of 13,000 people and just like watching back videos of like people cheering my name. That's what I'm proud of. I'm not proud of having a fight. Obviously not proud of drawing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Don't feel like it's like something that's bizarre to feel like that though, because a lot of people do experience that, especially after like, say you have a race that you've been training for so long and afterwards it's like, oh, that's it, that's done.
And then what?
It's like, sort of anticlimactic, right? So it's like, what do I do now? So now is all about finding what is your next purpose. But also don't fall into the trap of being, I feel like some YouTubers in boxing, that's their only thing. And you fall into the trap.
I'll give it to, Chip. I'll give it to him. He was like, when we went to Newcastle, he was like all night talking like, look, I love you, man. Don't fuck this up. Like, don't just go into boxing. You're a YouTuber. And I'm
YouTuber first.
Like, that's it. At the end of the day, like, I am a YouTuber. Like, and this is what, it's like a weird line of like, you train at like a pro gym with pro fighters and that. But like, at the end of the day, I'm going home and playing FIFA. They're going home, putting in a fucking recovery boots, doing ice baths, all that bullshit you do. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, it is different. As much as I want to be like, I'm a pro boxer. I'm fucking not. I'm a FIFA gamer that puts on a glove every now and again. It's different, you know?
So based on the way you feel now, do you think you would want to step back in?
Bro, it's like Joe.
The ring?
Honest, ask me today, I say yeah. Ask me tomorrow, I say no. It's like, I just go through different phases. I'm like, I need to get back in the ring. Like, I literally text Mams last night, I need to fight. I really need to fight. I wake up this morning, I'm like, I don't mind.
That's interesting though, isn't
I don't mind. Like, it's weird. Like, it is bad, but
you do like the training.
A lot
of people don't like the training.
Nah, like ever since, like even when I say, like even like I don't want to fight today. Whatever. I woke up, I don't want to fight. I still train. Like I train every day, and it's not so like, oh, I can better myself as a boxer. It's just good exercise, man. Like it actually is good. Good exercise, and it's just fun. So I will continue doing that, not necessarily to get better, just to get fitter, I guess.
Yeah, because like obviously Qatar coming up is the next like big event. That's the one that we were meant to fight on.
Would have been fucking. Mate, that actually would have been.
That would have been such a
It would have been
so good.
Would have been paid.
Would you wait? So is that the only fight you would have taken, or because obviously you're not fighting on that? Is there a part of you that's gone right? Last time didn't go how I wanted it to. It's had this effect on my mind. I don't just want to jump in there with someone that could potentially almost like
could knock me out.
Could knock me out.
Joe.
Like,
say it.
Like, do you know what I mean? Is there an element of like, thinking that?
As much as I like. I'm treating this like fun, like it's a little side quest.
Yeah.
If I go in the ring next time and lose, game's done.
100%.
What do you mean by game's done? Like you won't
done.
do it anymore.
I would never do it again. I would never do it again. I will never do it again.
So
I'll be 0-1-1. Ain't no one want to watch that. No one wants to watch that. So like I want to make sure the next fight I'm ready in myself to go out there and do what I need to do.
And you don't need to put yourself through that. You're like hugely successful.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like that thing of like it's a challenge. It's like, okay, I've shown that I can smash the YouTube game.
It's just
like now I want to do this thing that realistically is way out of my comfort zone and wanting to conquer it.
Yeah,
but it's
almost
like
you feel like this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's
kind of like
it's so weird. You're always just chasing. Okay, I've done this. Now what? Let's do this. Let's do that. It's just like it's weird, man. It's weird, but that's life, I guess.
Also, like in a non-deep way, it's actually fucking really exciting. Like, who gets to experience?
Oh yeah,
doing this in front of 20,000 people or whatever, in front of millions online.
100%.
You know,
but that's
rare
where like I thought, let's do like who can keep the balloon up championships. You ever seen that?
Right?
I
actually have. You
right, so imagine doing
that
fucking arena, and it's like gets drawn out of a hat. Bunch of YouTubers all waiting on the sideline. Boom, this person versus this one. Go. Like you could do something that doesn't involve caving someone's skull in.
Darts.
Do you know what I mean? But there's a thing, like the audience just want to see, realistically more than anything, like people compete, people that they care about competing, obviously in this like YouTube world. I'm just saying, like, if there could be something that isn't so detrimental to like one's health, mentally and physically,
like,
do you know what I mean?
Sidemen charity match for me is like best event YouTubers could do.
Yeah.
No one gets hurt. Everyone has a lovely day out. Well, actually, sorry. No one gets hurt by anybody else.
Left the stadium.
You hurt yourself. But yeah, like it's just that is the best event for me. It raises loads of money for charity. Mm-hmm. The fans get to see a sick match. The players get to play a sick match.
Yeah.
Like that's perfect.
I think the only thing there, I completely agree with everything you'll say, but the jeopardy is what gets the fans going.
That's true.
I think that's why YouTube boxing is
people will always love fighting. Like it's in our instinct to love fighting. So it's just we're YouTubers, man. Leave that to the fucking pro boxers, you know? Like,
100%. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, because obviously I've got caught up in the thing of like, people want to see you back in there, man. Come on.
Get in the ring.
At the same time, like, mate, part of me is like, I'd love to, and like, I'd rather it just be tomorrow. Weller versus Danny Aarons, except it's like in 5 minutes.
It's done.
In 5 minutes.
Let's fucking go.
I mean, it's on the...
No, but I agree. I hate the whole
It's like the whole build-up taking it over my whole life. Mate,
I agree.
It's just so detrimental, and I'm just weighing up, like, I'm like finding myself in tears. I'm finding myself like not like the opposite of someone that should now be going in to fight someone. Like it just fucks with me. And it's like, yeah, so maybe like I just if I can sign to it like 48 hours before.
Not for real, like the whole build-up.
Should we just do that?
First part. Let's just fucking do it
Should
right
we just
now.
do that?
Let's just fucking do it right
now. Do you know what I mean?
No, but that's where you're going wrong. You're agreeing on it, and now you know it's going to happen. It doesn't matter if you sign it for
you. They don't know what date it's going to happen.
Oh, so it's a surprise.
That's the whole part.
Surprise date.
At the same time, I don't want to hurt you, mate.
I don't want to hurt you.
Like, so it's just sort of like, and I just know what I'm capable of. But it's true, bro. Like, I'll be real. It's true.
No,
like,
I don't want to fight.
It's not just a little shot. It's fucking.
Yeah, I don't want to
people.
fight someone that's.
Trust me.
I don't want to fight someone that's like doesn't want to hurt me.
I am hard.
At your meditation retreat, fucking knocking all these guys out.
It's mental though. In Asia, like getting the people on it from like 10 years old, no head guards.
Yeah,
like out there, like seeing that shit is mental.
All right, so just to quickly round off this boxing topic.
Yeah.
Who does win?
Weller.
Danny. Well, come on, how are we not going to say each other? Like, we're not
Danny's going to win.
Joe's going to win.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Well,
I don't know. Theo, that's the other thing. Why does no one call your name?
Because I always said I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah, but that's what I basically say, kind of not really. Then I do end up doing it. I just think I'm just bipolar as fuck.
Also, I think people are scared of me. I'm a secret demon.
Absolutely no one is scared.
You've got on the streets.
I perform under pressure.
Yeah.
I'm actually a natural born athlete, even though I mock it sometimes.
Yeah.
Extremely fucking fit. And coordinated as fuck.
Well done,
But how do you know you're well good under
out.
pressure? Under boxing pressure?
Oh, that's just fucking am.
Have you ever been punched and hit in the face like on a night out or anything?
Only by Joe.
No, you haven't.
In a boxing ring.
In a boxing ring. Not on a night out.
No, but like, so that's the only time you've ever been.
Oh yeah, I don't
hit
like getting hit in the face. Yeah,
Daniel.
Yeah.
It's like fighting something that you've done beforehand.
No.
But have you been in a fight?
Like, have you been in a fight?
I've never. Mate, I was a kid where I would get bullied and like punched at school, and I just
No.
Don't hit me. Don't
you
hit.
Actually?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, bad that.
Do you wish you could go back there now? And
Nah, they still fuck me up.
Do you ever get like messages from your schoolmate?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't give them attention.
Yeah.
Man, like,
what, from people from school?
yeah, they're like, I see them in my DMs and they're like, oh, bro,
So proud.
always knew you could do it, man. And they're the same people that were like shitting on me. I'm like,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself, man.
Where do you think that belief comes from in yourself to like go and do what you've done? If you've come from a background that's more of like, you're a piece of shit,
Yeah.
fuck off.
I really,
where's that come from?
I don't know. Like, that's a good question.
Is
man.
it being inspired? Because I remember like seeing the likes of like certain YouTubers and being like, fucking hell, they're doing that.
Yeah.
Well, then I can fucking do it.
No,
Let's go.
definitely. It's definitely, mate, I can't lie to you. I used to watch you bet, like literally.
Really?
I was one of your first subs. I'm not even going to lie.
Really?
I'm not even, no, I'm so sorry. I was one of your first fucking subs.
What, like under 5K?
I would say, Joe, under 1K. I'm not even joking.
What?
Under one, I genuinely promise you.
So when we were at
Like,
school,
actually promise you.
in year 9.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
You did like
No way.
not tutorials, like skits on like how to be people and
Yeah.
that. And I saw one of them. And
So would you say you watched like, I don't know, the 50k Q&A or the 10k Q&A?
what, were you in that?
He was in those, yeah.
I skipped the ones with you. No, but yeah, I grew up watching everyone in this scene, which is the most like surreal thing. I said like in the Sidemen charity match, I'm like just literally playing with people I grew up watching.
Is that why you started doing YouTube?
Yeah, I would
That
say
is why you
like
started.
I was like, yeah, like as you said, oh, if they can do it, like not that I can do it, but like I would like to try it.
When did you actually start?
I've been grinding, man.
Yeah, no, because that's the thing. Like, you've really, over the last like couple of years, you've blown up. Like,
mate, I started when I was 10.
What? How old are you now?
22.
Oh,
so
shit,
we're 12 years deep. We're 12 years deep.
Really? You started when you were 10 years old?
Yeah.
That is crazy to me because I hear that a lot from all these, like, how old are you? Like 22? Like, these younger YouTubers say, like, I started when I was 10.
Yeah. Because it's what you grow up with now.
Yeah.
Like, now more than ever. Like
10?
Yeah.
Well,
And was it always gaming or was it
always gaming? I started off, my first ever vid was a Skate 3 video, my favorite game of all time.
Come on.
Skate 3, moved on to Minecraft, and then moved on to FIFA.
When was it where you started to notice, oh, this is picking up?
Oh, that was at least like 8 years down the line. That was like probably just after lockdown. So what would that be? 2022?
Just after lockdown?
Just after lockdown.
Really?
Because lockdown, I was awful. Right. Like, oh my God, lockdown was...
What do you mean by awful?
250 pounds.
You weighed
Oh, heavy awful.
250 pounds. Oh. I wouldn't go outside. It wasn't allowed. Yeah. But yeah, I would just stay indoors.
How old are you at this point?
18, I'm guessing.
18.
2020.
Yeah, like 19, 18.
Yeah. So I just finished college, and I just didn't have any purpose in life, man. I had nothing.
So wait, when
did you ever have a real job?
I had a real job for...
Like, this isn't a real job, but you know what I mean.
No. I had a real job for 2 weeks.
What was it? Go on.
I worked in a call centre.
Really?
For 2 weeks.
Hi, this is Danny. Any help with your vehicle?
And like, I grew up, even now, I have like, not anxiety. I don't know what you'd call it. My girlfriend calls it like social anxiety.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
But I'm not going to diagnose myself with it. Yeah. But like, I will never phone someone. I hate it.
Oh, interesting.
Respectfully, I'm not phoning my mum. I can't do it. I can't, like, just the thought of going on my phone, getting a name and clicking call and then beep, I can't do it. Really? I hate it. So to work in a call centre was awful. I fucking hated it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But you know what? I smashed it. I was smashing it. I was getting like sales on that. But then my college timetable changed and I couldn't work anymore. But they were like, look, if you ever want a job, I got you.
Do you ever think about like university or anything like
Hell
that?
no.
Never.
I'm not academic. I hate stuff like that. I think universities, unless you're going to be like a doctor, waste of money.
Or a lawyer.
Or yeah, some shit like that.
Wait, so lockdown, you were still pursuing YouTube then? You were still going,
like,
or did it slow down?
It's slow. I can't lie. I just got into a rut, and I would just I would wake up at like 8 p.m. I would like just play a game. Yeah, it was so bad. Like, actually the worst experience of my life. Like, wake up 8 p.m. just order food, watch TV, play FIFA, but I wasn't recording anything. Like, and I was like, if I'm gonna play it anyway, like, why not try and make something of it?
Yeah.
So I can't. Well, to be fair, I was actually like, so I got that job, whatever, it got binned off, finished college, and then it was probably about a year doing that cycle of just shit. And my dad was like, bro, get a fucking job, man.
Yeah.
And like,
were you making money in this period of time?
Oh no, I was making nothing. So he was like, look, man, maybe try and get a job. Like, my dad's the fucking best. I love him to pieces. And he was like, good advice. Like, you can't be doing this. Luckily enough, it came like literally, I had a job. I can't remember. I had a job offer for Burger King. I had a job application, or like, what's it called when you go in? Interview. Interview. The day of that job interview, I got an email from Facebook saying, yo, do you want to stream on our site and we'll pay you a month?
Wait, but why? Where did they reach out that from?
Oh, I didn't read have that.
Random.
Just, I randomly got a Facebook email. Do you want to stream on our site? And like, at this time, I was probably streaming and getting like 20 views. So it's like, why would they want me?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was like a scam.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, yeah, I'll do it. They pay me like $2,000 a month.
That's unreal.
So I went from no job, and I was like, look, Dad, I ain't gotta go Burger King anymore.
Yeah.
I'm getting $2,000 a month. So that I can't lie, Facebook saved me, man. If I didn't get that today, or like on that day, I went to Burger King, I'd be in Burger King.
You'd be in Burger King.
You know, just everything
that
happens for a
Facebook thing's
reason.
interesting actually, because that a lot of people that helped them, like during that period, that Facebook game,
Facebook,
it doesn't exist anymore.
Nah.
They spunked all their money.
They paid loads of people, like loads.
But
like,
it saved a lot of creators.
Yeah, it saved and helped. Like, it literally made me.
Yeah,
it made me.
At what point then does it go from like, okay, this is some sort of side hustle, to now, oh my God, I'm earning revenue that's just ridiculous?
To be fair, like at that point, it was like, look, I'm gone from making maybe like 50 quid a month to $2,000 guaranteed. And it's not like, oh, it's guaranteed $2,000 a month. I was like, cool. What many people did on that Facebook deal was they just like, fuck it, like I'll stream whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was like, nah, fuck it. This is my chance, innit? This is my big break. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to smash this. I like streamed every day. I streamed like 8-9 hours a day.
Wow.
Filmed loads of videos, ended the stream, edited all the videos, go to bed, do that again 7 days a week. And then that's when like my YouTube started popping off because I was recording, uploading every single day. So it was just like kind of just spiraled from there.
And so it didn't feel like, oh shit, I need to try and make the most of this. Almost you felt like you just wanted to almost obsess. You almost became obsessed with it. Do you think that's something that just was like, because I often wonder if that's something that's just in someone to like pursue something, if they get almost like a taster of something that's good, obsess.
You want the whole thing.
Absolutely make it my whole life and it consume me, or what? Basically, I tried to figure out like how do people get to where they are. Like, I think you
kind of have to like obsess over it. You can't half-ass anything like the boxing. If you just train on the side, you'll get fucked up. If you just upload every now and again, you're not going to stay relevant. So you just have to like obsess over it.
Yeah, unreal. And then in terms of like, I don't know, where you add into that?
No, yeah, it's just because I kind of feel like you talk about like when was the moment that it felt like, holy shit, like I'm actually, because I feel like to a lot of people, you kind of felt like an overnight success.
Yeah,
like,
that's very true. It's very true, but they don't see like the slow progress. But to be fair, it definitely was like, even with the Facebook money, no one knew like I was making that money. So I was still like, I was streaming on Facebook getting like 20 viewers. Yeah. Like to everybody else, I'm like, wait, you're still so low down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, I uploaded one video in 2022. And this was a time like I'd be getting like 1,000 views a video.
It's
like
only 2 years ago. That's kind of mad.
It's mad, isn't it? Maybe 2021, maybe. I don't know.
So,
but yeah, like maximum 3 years ago, I was getting 1,000 views a video. All right, like I can say, look, I got a channel, it's doing this.
Yeah.
And then I uploaded one video. Cool, it's on 1,000 views. Go to sleep, and literally overnight it had like 100K. And then from that point on,
what video was that?
Using a full goalkeeper team.
Really? On FIFA?
On FIFA. There you go. And then what was interesting with that is because I was putting in like, this is what I'd recommend to YouTubers is like, what my mentality was like, when I get the views, I'll then start putting effort in. But like, that's not really how it works. Yeah. So like what happened with me is I was like, fuck it, that's not going to work. I put the effort in to every one. So I was putting hours into videos getting 1,000 views. But then when that one got 100K, all the other ones started getting like 50K, 100K, and they all just started going up.
Yeah.
So it was just like, all right, cool. Like now there's a catalog, you know?
Was there an element of like, I almost need to act like I'm already a successful YouTuber?
Yeah, you got to fake it and then make it.
Because I kind of relate to you on that sense. I remember feeling that from watching KSI, I was like, I wanted to almost embody that element of like, he's got 1 million subscribers and he acts like it. I'm just going to do that as well. Yeah. And somehow people will then feel like, oh, this is someone that already is.
They feel the energy.
That thing. Yeah, they literally feel the energy.
100%.
Yours was the complete opposite. I felt like when you came into it, you looked like nervous and you didn't look natural. But like, obviously you grew into that and now you're a complete natural.
I always say like, I wasn't like, I feel like your viewers were the ones that not bullied me into it is a weird way of saying it, but when you felt like I had pressure to start it.
Yeah.
So it was a very different entry into it.
Did you have imposter syndrome? Because I sometimes feel that being like off the back of essentially you two, and like I know you're like so far detached from that, but when you were starting, it was off the back of Joe.
No, I think not imposter syndrome. It's just like I don't really know what I was doing because I was similar to Danny. I was in that period of I think I was in my gap year. So I was sort of just doing it because this could be an avenue. It wasn't something I was going to concentrate on.
Yeah.
Like for the first few months, I just didn't really upload it because I didn't know what to upload. So
didn't you used to have you had like the Harry Potter music going?
Yeah, that was quite funny. But I didn't know what I was doing. So I was just like making it up as I go along until you start figuring it out. When you start figuring it out, then things start to take a turn.
Yeah, I actually think that's a good mentality as well. The fact that you turned up every day thinking, I've got to put as much effort into these as I would if I had like 1 million people watching every week.
You just have to, like, that's just the game.
Yeah.
At what point did you switch over to Twitch though? Because that made a big difference for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it was only a year contract. So as soon as the contract ended, I was like, cool, thank you so much. Moved to Twitch. And yeah, that was like, that propelled me because it's like, because the whole thing was you'd see my videos and like, where the fuck's he stream? Like no one checks Facebook to stream.
Yeah.
So as soon as I went on Twitch, that's when it kind of like people started proper like involving themselves.
I was talking to Simon about this actually, because we weren't concerned for you, but we were like, you definitely upload more, you streamed more than the average YouTuber. And I think I actually spoke to you about this. It's like burnout is a real thing, right? And I think everyone, you've experienced it.
Yeah.
We've all experienced it. And as older YouTubers, we can look at people going through it and thinking, you're going to be fucked at some point.
Definitely.
Have you experienced burnout?
Nah.
That's correct.
Like, honestly, mate, I still upload 3 videos a day now.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just because, I'll be honest, the most important thing is I have a team.
Yeah.
So, like, realistically, all I have to do is film, which is the easy part. Do you know what I mean? Like, the editing and all that is the longest part. Yeah, but Joe, we spoke about this, innit? We were speaking about this on a Deji shoot. Like, the team is the most, like, look, I can say, look, I upload 3 videos a day. I film 3 videos a day.
Yeah.
I have other people to edit. So, like, I don't even go on the channel. They upload it for me and all that. So, it's like, that helps so much.
I guess that you learned that from other people, right?
Yeah, no, like, obviously, that, you know, back in the day, I didn't just spawn in with these people. Like, I had to find them and like I had to do it myself.
How did you find them?
They all came to me, man.
Really?
Every one of my team.
Aren't they some of your Twitch viewers?
They're literally
Yeah.
I would say 90% of my stream, 90% of my like team are just my like fans, but they're not like fans. Like they're now my boys.
What, so they just emailed in?
Not even. They on Twitch as I'm streaming. They're like
mods
or what? Like even and I'm like even like literally 2 days ago I was like, fuck it, I need a TikTok editor. Who wants to do it? Someone in the chat, I'll do it. Cool, let's go.
Well, and you just give them a go, and sometimes does it not work, or does it always work?
Like sometimes, look, there are people in the Twitch chat. They're not going to be great, like, but I don't care about. Like, I would rather someone edit it, like how. The reason I get people from my stream is because they get like the humor, they get how it works.
Yeah.
So I don't want these like fancy edits and like all this.
Yeah.
As long as you edit it how I would.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
Do you know what I mean?
Makes sense,
The viewers that watch me know how I would edit it because they watch the edited videos. So it's a good process.
I feel you. It's like I'm obviously currently like curating a team for my channel, and it's like that balance between someone that's experienced in the game, like done this shit and I can rely on, also someone that actually gets me and my comedic timing, or, you know, all these little things. It's like you could almost, you're laughing because I said comedic as though I'm trying to suggest I'm funny. But it's true. Like,
no, I do.
How
I
you
do
editing a call of me being like, get your knob out, like just.
Yeah, you have to edit it in a
do you
way.
know what I mean? Like, you have to get it. And I think like there's an element of, just getting someone on board that maybe have a bit of skill, but actually like understands you, Malfoy.
And it may not happen overnight though. You might find someone who has the potential to like, oh, this guy's got it, but you work with them to progress them.
Definitely. Yeah, like my main editor, it was again, he like just someone that we knew, like I knew of him. We were both kind of like FIFA YouTubers, but he like watched my videos. When he first started, I don't think he minded telling me he was shit.
Yeah.
Like it was all right. It was good for a basic entrance, but now watching it, it's like perfect. Like it's to the point where, as I said, I don't even have to like review it or whatever. It's like I know you'll do a good job.
Yeah.
I know it's how I'd want it edited. Cool, happy days, like done.
Yeah,
but that took like 4 years to get that process. You know.
What side do you prefer now? Do you prefer the streaming, or do you prefer making YouTube videos?
It's a tough one. I think making YouTube videos is more fun. Like the Deji shoot, the Chris MD shoot is fun, but like I'm just a lot more comfortable streaming.
Interesting.
It's just what I've done for the past like 4 years every day, so I'm just used to it.
Do you ever get the urge to like branch out, like you've done with the boxing?
Yeah,
is it like, oh, I want to do music, I want to do anything else that's almost like branching into a new industry sort of thing?
Like, you don't want to just do the same thing, but I also I do like comfortability. I do like. I know if I do this, it will do well, and I'm happy. But then there's like, oh, what if? Like, what if I go to the next level? What if I do this? What if I do that? And I'm like, it's always in the back of my mind, like, should I be doing more? Which I think is a dangerous thing.
Obviously, streaming, like, you're very much like indoors. Like, has there been an element of you that's like, I want to go around the world?
Yeah, like, look, when especially the past like month with the new FIFA coming out, I end my day and I'm like, what did I actually do?
Yeah.
Like, what have I done today? I've sat in my room and played FIFA for 8 hours. But like it is weird because I love it. Like in the moment, I'm loving it. Like time flies. But then you end stream and look back and I'm like,
do you ever worry that you'll grow out of it? Like I say that because like
you are 22 though.
Yeah, no, but
still so young.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when I was 22, I would happily probably just play a game all day.
No, I hear it.
But now, like the idea of that makes me like I couldn't think of anything.
I tried
worse.
it. I tried it last weekend to play FIFA. I told you this. I couldn't work out how to do formations, and I turned it off. I said, I've bought this game. I've turned it off. I can't do it again. My eyes hurt.
Yeah, you're getting
watched it for half an hour. My eyes hurt.
You're getting
and your hair
old.
fell out. But obviously we're 28, so like we are.
No,
like
I do hear it.
older.
Like the plan for the rest of my life isn't to play FIFA or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I do get it. I do know I have to grow up eventually, and I think I have done that. But like tell me a year ago that I'm fucking boxing, I'm like, the fuck you on about? Like I'm a FIFA streamer. Like
Sleeve.
I got more. Yeah, I got the whole thing. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, but you do grow up, innit?
Yeah.
Like you do grow up. You make changes. But what's weird is like you grow up online. Like I change online.
Yeah.
So people's perception of me changes overnight. And it's like they only see like what I'm showing them. They don't see like, do you know what I mean? They don't see what.
Would you say they see the real you, the real Daniel Aarons?
No.
Do you think there's a character that you're putting across consciously, or
it's not a character, but it's definitely like
Extension
it's like an exaggeration.
Yeah.
So definitely streaming, like, you know, I'll be like not screaming, but I'd be like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like getting hype.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'm not going up to my girlfriend going, yo, what's up? Like, yo, what's I mean? So it's like I'm not playing a character, but I'm like putting myself up a little bit, like
persona almost.
Yeah,
like,
kind of.
Yeah. I think a lot of people relate to that.
It's like Weller. That used to be.
but
But that used to be like a genuine extension
yeah, man,
of
like
your personality.
100%. I was doing all that like at school. Like I remember coming out with different sayings and whatnot and doing all that bollocks.
What was that like? Skull.
Skull.
Yeah, that was.
Because I used to be like watch WWE and they used to always be like to the skull. I used to do that. So before being the legitimate hand sign, that was the skull sign. Yeah. All of that bollocks. But yeah, I remember interviewing The Rock and him talking about evolving. And he was literally, mate, like the key is evolving because you will change.
Yeah.
As much as you think how you as you are right now is forever, you will always evolve. And it's like, yeah, that's like his main priority, like staying on top of evolving and never going stale.
What's interesting about that though is that like back in caveman times,
Go on, son.
Here we go.
Go on, son.
You would evolve and you would change and you probably look different over a number of years, but you wouldn't have millions of people who also see you look different.
Yeah, like
so like you, I guess similar to Bez, went through.
Yeah,
I guess
I'm getting the Bazinga treatment, man.
Yeah, the Bazinga treatment. Let's call it that, right?
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, like all you got to do is like go on Facebook and look at people who went to your school and thinking that's literally not the same person.
It's just how life is. Like,
But you've got all these people who, especially on Twitter, with like Twitter merchant, like trolls and like pricks on there. You get judged, you get abused. Like, how have you found? Like, you're just evolving as a person, but how have you found like the attention brought on because of it?
Mate, for me, like, I treat it as like a game, and I think it's bad.
Best way to play it. No, mate, on
Nah,
a level,
but I-
playing it
this,
like a
actually. We have talked
game.
about this, yeah.
But if you
Dude,
take
like,
everything too personally, it will like
That's the thing. I
fucking
take
eat you.
nothing personally.
Yeah, mate, that's a
Like,
sick
but-
mentality.
But I don't know if it is.
Really?
Like I am this way. I think just as I said, I've been doing it since I was 10. Like I had my friends in school like taking the piss out of me for doing YouTube. So what's a stranger's comment? Like if my own friends don't like it, I don't care what a stranger thinks.
Yeah.
So like I just grew up not really caring. Like it's just not. I don't take anything. Like I can see like the most outrageous hate comment. I just laugh.
Desensitized a little bit.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of wish.
Why would that be a bad thing? Then?
I don't know, because like I feel like it's a problem.
No, I feel like it can be a bad
I
thing.
feel like like I'm not just saying like, oh, look at me. I genuinely think it's a problem.
No, I disagree in a way. I think having that game mentality is very, very good online. But
Game
mentality. But I do say, like, you know, for example, when like Logan uploaded that video all those years ago, and
That's different. He
Wait,
knows
what video?
But the video which got him.
Oh,
notorious.
Japanese.
But a lot of people, because they were on YouTube so much and they were so desensitized to things, like that video stayed up for like 2 days and didn't get any hate.
Didn't get any hate.
No, as in like.
No, he makes a point.
Do you know? It didn't get the hate. It didn't get the hate.
Who
that,
picked up on it then?
I think
Probably Twitter.
or
It's
something.
I remember
Twitter.
watching it and being
Always.
like, what the fuck?
No, but
No,
mate,
because you're
if
not
you look-
desensitized.
But if you looked at the comments on that video in the first couple of days, like you'd be like, "What the?"
It's just normal,
how-
innit? It's just normal.
Like,
Like-
honestly, it wasn't. Everyone's like, people almost like saying it's like normal.
I think if people are insulting you, like if people
No,
are
but that's my
calling you a
point. Is
cunt
so
or
many people were so
something-
desensitized for what they're watching on YouTube and online that they watch that video and just thought nothing of it.
Okay,
But it was
what about
dangerous.
in terms of Danny Aaron's getting hate?
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
a
but
bit
he's
different.
become. I'm saying the desensitization online can be an issue, but
Right.
in terms of like,
What of judging what's am I gonna then accidentally do something that is
Yeah.
actually a bit like, wait, that's not how I want to represent myself, but
See what
you're
I'm
so
saying, yeah.
desensitized that like nothing
yeah.
actually matters. I do get you.
I do
Yeah.
feel like the hate comments, though, like being desensitized to them. I mean,
It's a good thing.
yeah,
Like,
100%. Because especially like you're such a big name, the amount of comments that you're going to get, and there will be bad ones in there. If you took all of them to heart, oh my god,
oh yeah, I'd be.
like, you wouldn't sleep.
No, I'd be absolutely.
Yeah, like,
Like,
especially if you're in a headspace where you're almost doubting yourself. Like, would you ever?
Oh, yeah.
Would you say you've ever been in a situation where you're
Mate.
at home almost on your own? Like, fuck, man.
Mate, I had like growing up, I had the biggest confidence issue.
Right.
I had no self-esteem, nothing. Like I was lost. So like I definitely had that. And to be fair, it probably was the comments that did that.
Yeah.
Or like definitely played a part.
yeah,
And I know you just gotta like
Yeah.
you just gotta build it up yourself. Like no one else can help you out as bad as it sounds.
the only comments that does hurt, like I always find like a comment that you
don't tell them.
No, I'm not going to say the comment. No, but like,
What's
you know,
a comment that gets to you?
you know,
Malfoy?
it's when you read a comment, you think, well, that might be true.
Oh yeah, when you're like,
I mean,
oh yeah, I do
you
think
know what I mean?
actually.
Yeah, but what I would do, like if someone like I don't know, what's an example? Like in quotation marks, I don't mind bullying.
Oh.
As a man that got bullied, like
Okay.
verbally, like physical, there's no point. I'm
Yeah.
achieving nothing. I agree with verbal bullying.
You agree? What's so
Like-
then you'd advocate it? Be
Oh,
like,
100%.
let's bully each other.
Verbally.
But no. I
No,
know.
100%. I got called fat all grown up. I lost weight. Why?
But there's a
Because
difference.
they told me to lose weight, so I did it.
Okay.
But there's
I
a difference
get
between-
the
no,
point
no.
behind that.
There's a big difference between
No?
verbal bullying and like there's a big difference what you're saying there. There's
yeah,
a big-
like if
there's a
I'm like,
big
get your
difference.
fucking knob out.
No, that's
Yeah, but that's
harassment.
not bullying.
Get your knob
That's
out. I'm bullying him by
that's sexual harassment.
Just do it, Dan.
Well, but you can change that, right? You can lose weight.
No, that's what I mean. So verbal bullying on things you can change. Don't go after eyesight, I
But then-
guess. Can't change
No,
your
but-
eyesight. Don't go after height.
I know the point you're making, but it's
No, I'm standing by it, Theo.
nah,
I'm standing by it.
because
So you're like,
it's a bit
Verbal
different.
bully
It's a bit
people
different.
on
It's a-
things you can. Verbal bully people on things they can change.
It's a bit different. No, it's a bit different than
Yeah, but
me
I-
saying to Joe, "You're looking fat, mate." Do you know? And
Yeah,
he
but
tried
you're-
to
but if
because-
you do
a lot
that
of
every
people said
day-
that to him, and he lost weight.
No,
There
but
you go.
also he got verbally bullied because of his.
My ears.
And
I
he
used to
changed
have.
them.
I had an ears
So there you
operation,
go,
but
and
I
you changed it.
Okay, so
There's
this,
nothing wrong with his. There was
I've been
nothing wrong with
going
his
through
in the
like
first place.
There
a
was
bit of
nothing
a
wrong with
breakup, basically. The first few episodes of Wafflin, and I've been like feeling like fuck, like sleepless nights, like feeling fucked. I saw comments being like, Joe just seems actual like he's lost himself and he's fucking gone crazy, and I
Go on.
actually did feel like
You know
that.
what? There was like
and it was
3
actually a bit
comments.
like, oh,
They
fuck.
realise. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, actually, like, ideally that wouldn't be there, but
Oh,
then
bless
that's
you,
technically
man.
bullying. But then that's where I'm like, I am a bit sensitive.
Yeah, but do you see those comments?
I don't know.
No, but the
Maybe
bullying-
bring back bullying to make me less
No,
sensitive.
it's not. There's
about
a fine
replies to
line.
tweets?
There's a fine line between verbal bullying and stick.
Just giving
Getting
someone stick.
bit
What,
of
so if I'm
stick.
like, Theo, you're a bald cunt, right?
But that's original.
Wait, no, but listen, wait. If I said that, and you can't really change anything, you've even tried, right? You tried to get a hair transplant and it didn't work,
I'm going to tell you.
right? Now, that's just bog standard bullying.
But it's not
That's
though,
not nice though, is it?
It's not bullying though, because I'll be like, okay, what? Name something else now. Be original.
No, but if I just kept hammering you with that, what's the positive or constructiveness that's
Because he
coming
knows
from
he has
that?
to change it.
But he can't
don't need to
change
change
that.
it. My
If
hair's
there's something You
fine.
can't change. If there's
No,
like,
but he can change it.
My
You go
hair's
again.
fine.
No,
Not
but
everyone
okay,
has the
wait,
money to get a transplant.
Danny Aaron's. What if it's something that you can't change, like your skin,
That's what I just said.
skin colour?
I literally don't do that. I literally said verbal bully on things you can change.
Okay, well, what if I say I am them they? Right?
Go for it.
You now
for it.
bully me for being a them they.
No, because
What do we do about this?
because you can change it.
No, I can't. It's my gender.
Well, then don't change it. Then don't change it, and they them for the rest of your life.
Okay.
A lot of people get verbally bullied and they're fat, right?
Lose weight.
Yeah. Once they could kill himself.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That
there's
is the
two
thing,
options,
brother.
isn't it? There's two options.
So not everyone deals with it in the same way as you. It's like,
That's true.
they just change it. It's like it could actually be like the last freaking straw
That's
that
true.
ends up making someone
the
literally
point.
top themselves.
I see your point. I
Do you get me?
see your point.
Like,
But for me, it was like, oh, if someone tells me to lose weight, I'll just lose weight.
yeah, but that's on a specific thing. I think bring back bullying in general is a very generalizing concept, my friend.
For in general, yeah. In general. I don't know.
I get.
You talk about it not being physical.
Ginger. So people bully gingers. Why? They can't really change that.
Well,
Of course they can.
Emotionless.
What, by dyeing their
That's
hair?
the easiest thing to change.
What,
Yeah.
dye in your hair, but it grows out every 5 minutes.
No, but
He's got a beard.
Ginger's more than hair. It's
That's
also
what-
like
And
the
he's
ability to
ginger.
burn very
The thing
easily.
is, it's strawberry blonde more than anything. No, but you talk about bringing back verbal bullying, right? But not physical bullying.
No.
But hear me out here. We obviously, you get people that like throw these comments out online that have never really learned what it's felt like to be hit in the face when they say something. Because everyone's a little bit soft.
Hold on. Let him lie.
No, but it's true.
Hold on.
No, he's talking about keyboard warriors, right?
Keyboard warriors.
These people sit at home. They're sad little vermin losers who have nothing else to do except hide behind a keyboard and start writing mean comments, right?
Yeah. Because obviously, you look at Inside, right? The incident that happened between me and Mamrika. Obviously, Ginge backing it, being like, mate, you're just soft. You need to just be able to take whatever. You're going to come across like you can't take shit. Is there an element where obviously he's grown up in the gaming world where it's a lot of keyboard stuff?
No, he just grew up in Manchester.
You reckon? So you don't reckon there's like a keyboard element where nowadays people say anything to each other online over keyboards, that it's almost like anything should be accepted
That's what I said.
bullying-wise?
It's just desensitized, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think surely there's got to be a level of respect and morals that
I'm not
still
saying
exist.
bring back verbal bullying and that's it. I'm saying you can bring the consequences back. If you want to verbal bully someone, get ready for a punch.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's all free game.
Okay.
Bring back anything you want.
Bring back hanging.
Is it not just with tough love? Tough
love, maybe
Like-
tough love.
Say sorry for saying bring back bullying.
No, because I
Say
stand by
sorry.
it. No, I do stand by it.
It's coming from a
I
man
am-
that was bullied as well.
Yeah.
I guess.
Fair
you
play.
can't
Well, on the
have
topic of
experience.
bullying, well, it's not really, but like females.
How's that relevant?
I don't know. I'm just it's just
not
Do, what, you bully females?
random
He's a,
concept that's going through my head.
You bully
Never
females,
does.
Joe?
No, he's a submissive.
I'm not
No, nothing wrong with that.
Mate, I'm actually not. I'm literally the opposite.
Joe, there's nothing wrong with that.
Domination.
He's a dominant.
There is
Dominant.
nothing wrong with that.
No.
I got
There
to
is
be
nothing-
dominant. Why you said
No, he's a dominatrix.
No, I'm not a dominatrix either.
Well, that would make him a female.
No, I've learned to let go recently in terms of like, I never used to be able, I used to always have to be in control. We spoke about this, the control thing. Now I can actually like allow a lady to do something
Right.
to me.
Sorry.
But I was just talking about in general, females, obviously you talk about this, like how you were growing up. Were females ever on the agenda?
Hell no.
Really?
Hell no.
What
I'd never
the
even
hell?
engaged with one. Hell no.
How old were you when you lose your virginity?
20. Is that bad?
No, that's
Nah,
the same
be
time
fucking
as
honest.
Elliot.
So it's bad. It's fucking horrible.
No, 20's
Elliot
not
lost
bad.
his
It's fucking
virginity.
horrible.
No, because
On sofa.
it's not.
fucking horrible.
It's not horrible talks. I know a virgin.
What?
And he's in this room.
No, but people would think you're a virgin, like to this day.
Genuinely, I
Like,
agree with that.
Do you like like, mate? Let's
Yeah.
imagine everyone
Go on.
right now practice looking at Theo and imagine him like pinning a female down.
Why are you
and
saying
shagging
pinning?
them hardcore,
You're allowed to make love
right?
gently.
No, but can you imagine it? You
No,
know,
I think imagine at home, like we're all sat.
Stop
around-
imagining
No,
it.
let's not imagine it.
Stop imagining.
No, and
Don't
we're-
you get involved.
No,
you fucking.
But imagine we're here, sat here, we're
you
playing a
munch
game, and the
box.
game is Guess the Virgin.
Stop saying that.
Who are you picking at home if you're playing Guess
Him.
the
Oh
Virgin?
no, they're picking me.
you reckon?
They're a $1,000,000% picking me as
You
the
got
virgin.
No, not if you. Like,
No,
not
but
if
like
you,
they still
No,
don't
they don't
care
know
about
us.
No,
that.
but if
we're
you have
four
to stand
strangers
there,
now.
not say anything. Probably him. He's small.
Nah. He looks like a shagger.
So what? Why?
Don't feed
You look like
ego.
no, you do look
Is
like
it the vest?
I'll tell you what it is. It's the hair.
Oh, the
You look
Tory
like a
haircut.
shagger. You do.
Is that why I don't?
Do you mean like a
The,
slut
the
or
curtains, whatever you call them.
What does it make me look more of a
It just-
cock?
Yeah.
It just
Little
makes you
bit,
look
yeah.
like a shagger.
It's not the fake rock around his neck he got from
It's
Powerland.
not fake. I mined this in the ground in Czech Republic. Was that funny? Anyways, so on the topic of females, right? So you go from this alleged like virgin geezer.
And
It
Yeah.
wasn't alleged. It was quite fucking true.
He shags no one. He got no hope.
Yeah.
Now, in the eyes of many people, you've got one of the most beautiful ladies sought after by millions, and you've won her heart. How do you go
That's
from
a
this
lovely
man
way.
to now this gentleman?
That Joe, that's a fucking lovely thing you've just said for real.
Oh.
Like that, no, honestly, that's a fucking lovely thing. How did I go from it? It's a great question. And I can't fucking give you the answer.
Do you reckon it's an element of
Just have-
not chase, attract? Because you've almost like found yourself more. Maybe you were in a state where
100%.
you're almost attracting what
you're attracting
is-
like good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
No,
what I mean?
100%. Like, how gay?
How gay?
What? No, I said, hey.
Okay.
Not gay. Not
Say
gay.
hey.
Not gay. I said, hey.
What
How can you love somebody else if you don't love yourself?
Damn.
Okay.
And also,
know?
would you say that energy gives off levels of attraction?
Well, loving yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you accept yourself and you're actually like being authentic you,
But it's
you're
also-
giving off way
that's-
different energy
yeah,
to
but
when you're
that's
like
aura.
questioning.
Also, when you like walk into a room,
yeah,
and there are certain people who are more attractive than others. Maybe not physically,
But
maybe
their
not
presence.
physically, but you can feel their energy,
He's
their aura.
100% spot on.
I sound a bit
100% spot
cuckoo.
on.
I know.
No, you don't.
Nah,
You
you're
sound-
spot on.
You're
But
But
spot
it's
on.
true. You know, there's a reason why certain people are more attractive, not necessarily physically.
Yeah, but you talk about the like loving yourself
My
thing.
hair when I said-
I don't we can't help it.
And he fucking does that every time I
Maybe
speak
that's
to
what
him.
we're on about. When
No,
we say
he just looks at me like this.
yeah, because your hair is quite fascinating seeing how you can. No, anyways, I
The
won't go
lights
into it.
glisten, what?
Yeah, but your aura has gone up. Like you've got plus aura nowadays,
Yeah,
whereas
but
before you used to have negative aura.
it's pure
now.
28 years old saying aura.
now
It's pure confidence. Like
Yeah,
you,
no, it 100% is.
you've like visibly become more confident like over the last couple of years. I said that about you. You're a little timid, scared boy at school, and then you sort of like blossomed into this strong young man.
yeah,
And I think
Dead boy.
that's when we talk about aura. That's what is like
yeah, you've got
coming
plus
off you. boys.
aura points. Man.
Yeah, to be fair though, Chris has developed aura.
Who's that?
Oh, yeah, I tell you what.
Chris MD.
I saw
Like he's
him-
small, right?
No, I don't think you
Why
can
is
have
that
aura.
Well, not to Weller, he's not.
No, Chris is a small man. He's smaller than you. Are you same height?
No,
5'6".
5'9"
No,
and 3/4.
But
Brav.
Chris has got to the point now where he's not scared of rejection, and that helps.
Rejection
the
from
beautiful
what?
thing.
What
That is the
women?
best thing.
Yeah, women in life. But if you get to a point where you're not scared of rejection, it doesn't matter how tall you are, what you look like. Like Chris is a strapping young lad, good looks.
Come on, Muncher's box, mate.
Stop saying that. but my point is, he's got to the point where he's not scared of rejection, so that helps a lot of people. A lot of people don't talk to women because they're scared of rejection.
Yeah, but do you also think, or like you three are all very successful in your own right? Do you think your success has contributed to that?
Contributing to what?
Aura.
Yeah, you kind of always had confidence in that aura, but like for you two, like, do you think that? Because would you say you're completely different to how you were at school?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And do you think your success has contributed? I
Yeah,
don't think it's a
definitely.
bad thing.
No, it definitely has. Yeah. Like, I can just walk around being like, yeah,
I'm Daniel.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
not
love-
even I'm Danny Aaron's. It was like, I'm
made
successful.
myself,
Like,
yeah.
I'm successful.
And I think that literally that can change your whole aura.
Yeah.
Well, when you've got evidence.
No, I know you
Where-
did, but you're even over the last couple of years, you're so like you have got that like plus aura that Weller.
Yeah, man, you got plus aura, and
I don't know, man.
talking
Can't
of
find
like, bringing it back to females again. Obviously, your relationship is very public, and so is yours. Right? You post your girlfriend. You may even be holding her hand in.
Oof, don't push the boat out.
Are you fucking public?
Yeah.
You
Very-
fucking public.
You're public with Ruth.
Yeah.
As in,
Very
like,
public.
This is my girlfriend, everyone.
Yeah.
Now, do you find that your girlfriends get any shit as a result of being with you publicly online?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, nah, she
I
does.
feel like
man.
this is probably
It's
on three
awful.
different scales.
What do you mean?
We're going like,
Yeah,
Well,
true.
Tennessee in
Really?
her own right is a huge influencer.
She's
Yeah.
massive, bro. She's massive, but it's definitely like don't get me wrong. The love has increased for both of us, but the hate has also.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, like
People love to hate.
yeah. It's just I don't know what the
Do you think there's an element of lads being jealous of
Jealous.
you?
yeah
Like,
probably
you've gone from
Yeah.
like nerd neck, Danny Aaron's, right, to like actual like now he's a sex lord, right?
Well,
he's
you
a
know.
demon,
Well,
and they're actually like, how is this possible?
Yeah, it is a bit of that, but I just feel bad for her because
Why?
like she didn't ask for any of it. Like she didn't. I don't know. She don't deserve any of it. No, but it's true though, isn't it? Like, give it to me. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
But this
innocent,
this
man.
might be a contentious point, and I'm not saying she does deserve it at all. But you say she doesn't deserve it. She still put herself online. No, this is not what I'm saying. I'm saying
fuck you said?
the same applies to all you boys. Where like you say you don't deserve it, and no one deserves to hate, but to get hate
I know
and
what you
put
mean.
yourself online like that, it's not at this point unexpected.
no, I know what you mean. Like, if we post each other, we
what?
know the repercussions. Like, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
in a
uncalled
different
for.
kind of
I
way.
completely agree.
Someone said to me, like when you're on a night out and like people come up to you, and I'm like, oh, and you have a little like, oh, I don't want this. This is giving me anxiety. And then it's like, yeah, well, you upload YouTube, right?
Yeah, like you
And
put
what do
yourself
expect?
in that
It's
position.
like,
yeah.
but
I get that. I get that, but also at the same time, you can't really you can't train yourself for that.
Yeah, but yeah, no.
Those feelings are still validated.
No, I'm not, and I'm not saying like you're wrong to feel that way at all. But I'm saying it is expected at the same time. It is.
Yeah, but okay,
reason,
so do you
parcel of the job.
reckon that your girlfriends get as much shit and you both get as much shit for your relationship as Danny
No,
Allen?
not at all.
Why
way.
do you think there's a difference? Why? What causes that
How
difference?
many followers does Tennessee have?
Yeah, but is it
Like
just
a mil?
followers?
1 million followers. That's a million.
Is it, I'm trying to figure out what constitutes to this young gentleman
I
getting more
think
shit.
It's audience.
Okay.
My audience are like teenagers, you know, like
Younger
in school.
people.
Do you know what I mean?
Younger
it's like,
generation, yeah.
and yours are like more mature.
But I also
mean?
think like what we touched on earlier, like you have had like the glow up, the success, and everything, and people love to like blow smoke up people's ass when they're on the way up, and then when they get there, they just want to nut.
Yeah.
But that's the
'Cause
UK.
that's
man.
what,
the UK
that's what
thing,
I'd
yeah,
say
the
it
UK,
is.
man.
Like, there is a large element of jealousy. Now, if you had it your way, would it all be private and it not be public?
I think private, but not secret.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect
Do you know
sense.
what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think,
yeah, yeah.
like, obviously, but like, I don't regret anything. I have no regrets. I still post her now. She still posts me. Like, it is what it is. But I think, yeah, private but secret. You know, just like, oh, whose hand is that?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what I mean? Something like that. Like nothing.
But do you
dunno.
think that could get, say, if you spend a lot of your time with each other and you're making content, could it get almost exhausting and a bit weird to constantly be like, oh, don't get your face
Yeah,
in it. Oh,
true.
Put a bag over
It
your
is.
head.
Yeah, like don't you think that's quite,
Not again. What?
It's quite.
No, it is. It
it's
is.
quite like sad as well. The fact that you
Pathetic and
feel
not
like
funny.
you would be better off like just not posting.
It is a bit weird. Like it's not. I don't know. It's not something I'm used to, but I like it. Like I would, as I said, I regret nothing. I wouldn't change a single thing of how the whole relationship has gone. I love it, man. I love her.
Do you think she's
Aww.
What, Joe? I look you dead in your eyes. She's the one, man. She's the one. Hand on my heart. May God strike me down, inshallah. She's the one. She's the one.
Are you Muslim?
Nah. But like I surround like nah, but I do like I have a lot of Muslim friends. So I just kinda I don't know. I have a lot of respect for the culture and the
So do you think you proposed to her?
do I think I have proposed?
Will you?
Will you propose?
Oh yeah, inshallah.
Really?
No, hopefully yeah.
Wallahi?
Wallahi, yeah. I don't just get the point of dating just for like fun.
Yeah.
If I'm dating someone, I want to marry them. Like I'm not just dating you because this could be a fun few months. No, I want this for life.
Did you say you'd wait like 10 years to do it or something?
No, hell no. Hell no.
you say anyone who
10
wait-
years is way too long, my friend.
Do you think if someone
10 years is too long.
do you think if someone waits 10 years, they're like scared of like commitment?
I think they just, they make excuses that they can't afford it and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Shit, he's been listening.
oh, come on, this is my favourite fucking pod, man.
Yeah.
Wafflin's back, baby. What the fuck?
Would you get a prenup?
Prenup.
that?
Oh, what? So she's probably got more money. No.
What's a prenup?
Who was more
So
money?
basically, you have it in the contract of the wedding that she isn't owned, can't take any of your money if the marriage fails.
I'm not asked about any of that.
Yeah,
I
fairs.
don't-
You know, I'm all about that as well. I think like when me and Ruth get married,
Oh, if it's not good, cut that out. That is not fucking good, mate.
I didn't mean to say that. When we get married, if we end up getting divorced, I would gladly give her half.
when we get
Like I wouldn't. No, I said if. I would gladly give her half. Like I wouldn't want to leave someone that I spent the best part
I
of my
think
life
it
with.
depends like how long you've been with them for. Like 10 years, like they have watched you
Yeah.
and also
evolve.
how much
and, like,
you help each other, right?
Yeah.
So like I wouldn't have like Jodie's pushed me in my work to do more and like get a team and take it more seriously. So without her, I'm very thankful.
Yeah.
Or would you say you have like more of a traditional, like dynamic, like
Does she do the dishes? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? She stay at home like a good girl and clean? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was trying to figure out like the modern day relationship can sometimes be like, oh, you're both equals, you both go do the exact same stuff. But do you believe in certain?
Do you believe that part?
Yeah, this sounds like you want to say something, Joe.
No, because like,
Man.
do you believe that there are certain ways in which man and woman can complement each other? So it's not just you do the same things. In fact, you both have different strengths and weaknesses that complement each other.
For example, I take the bins out.
For example,
Same.
you might be the main breadwinner.
I'm the bin man.
No, it's like you make. So say for example, if you're out working all the time, is there an element of like, oh, maybe
she's working
Jodie
as well.
does other things,
Well, like clean.
I'm just, I don't know.
And the washing up.
I was trying to get at.
Or the clothes.
Because ultimately, you've got to complement each other and make this team.
Okay, here,
team dynamic. Not just be two individuals that just do your own lives.
Obviously,
But eventually, if you've got a family and stuff, you're going to probably take on different roles.
100%. Obviously, if, say, I'm out, Jodie will pick up the slack. But again, when she's out working or with her friends, I try and pick up. We definitely try and help each other. I'd say at the moment, with how busy I am last couple of weeks, she's definitely been picking up more of the slack. But I still like to contribute as much as I possibly can. Like, for example, sounds a bit peak, but I fucking love doing the dishwasher. I love it.
I hear it.
And it has to be done in a very certain way. You talk about OCD.
Buzzword.
If the dishwasher isn't done in the correct way, I skip out.
As in, like, loaded.
Load it out. I have to load it correctly, yeah. Like, and I do the bins. I like cleaning, but you have to give and take. You know,
yeah, you do have to give and take.
Sometimes someone does more. Sometimes someone does less.
I don't think it's a 50-50.
It's not a 50-50.
I think it should be 100-0. Both of you doing 100.
Yeah.
Damn.
For real.
That is a great saying.
That dishwasher statement, you were mocking me.
Why?
I just said everyone write this down.
No, the entire time he was literally like, "Oh well, we can move on."
I'm just playing up to the character.
But actually, I'll have you know, it's actually a very deep thing that runs deep within me.
Where's the trauma come from?
I don't know.
Yeah,
because everyone has their OCD tics.
Do you have tics? I reckon I have tics.
I don't know, but I can't stand it when the dishwasher's not done properly. I can't stand it.
Cock out quite a lot.
Yeah, like that. So I'll have phrases that are in my head that are constantly rent free. So Elliot does this as well. So his one at the moment is munch box. Like, do you munch? And it's gross. I find that gross, right? I find that actually vile.
Why do you keep saying
but then when I get to waffling, like, I look at you boys and just be like, get your knob out, right? But then that's weird, and I don't know why. But there'll be phrases.
How's that got anything to do with me doing the dishwasher? I'm talking about my OCD.
He just brought it back to himself.
No, trust me, guys. Munchbox.
I don't know. What else can we talk about?
Do you believe in any conspiracies?
I believe in many conspiracies.
Do you think that we are all just humans and that is it? Or do you reckon we come here with a purpose? Have you ever done mushrooms?
I've not.
You've not?
I've not. I don't know if this answers your question, but I believe in reincarnation.
Oh, you're a Hindu man.
No. No, look, I don't know what your question was, to be honest.
Danny, growing up,
Get up, hell!
did also believe that.
I do, no, but
So
like,
I actually did believe that growing up.
in terms of what? Like, do you think we reincarnated from what?
Obviously, this is me as a child, so like, take this
Right.
pinch of salt. I believed that when you died, you'd come back as your favorite animal.
No.
Favourite.
Bullshit.
Favorite,
But
yeah.
no, so when I say I believe
But
in
as a kid,
reincarnation,
do you know what I mean?
no, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I think
Kid, it's
it's
bullshit.
bullshit.
I was a
Get out of
5-year-old.
fucking La La Land. Look, I
child.
think all of us here
Yes.
on this table have been different human beings before.
Yeah,
For real.
Yeah.
For Joe, you're the man to speak to. Man.
Well as seen as past.
Yeah, nah,
He gets stressed about what he did in
100%.
World War II.
No, 100%. I hear
Wait,
it.
what did you just say? Say it with chest. Say it with chest now. What'd you say? Go on.
He gets so pressed about this.
Go on. I didn't even hear it. What did he say?
Fucking crazy.
You fucking nerd neck.
I said,
Fuck off.
you get scared about what you did in World War II. I'm so stressed. Oh, fucking hell, if only I didn't throw that bomb.
Everyone's laughing. Right. No. I obviously did that mushroom trip where I was shown my past lives and trauma that I'm holding on to moving forward, right? And so was this other guy that I was doing it with. And
But one of them was from World War One, I think.
No. There was something to do with war that was in one of them, but like it wasn't World War One. But anyways, yeah. And this person I was doing it with was he was in different forms that I'd met him in throughout that. So in different bodies, in different people, but it was him the whole time.
There you go.
Give it, leave it, or whatever. Take it or
Yeah,
leave
the
it.
thing is we're getting cooked for this, not you. Comments are gonna cook us.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, so you do believe in these things? And
Yeah.
these are the freaks.
I believe in a lot of like conspiracies, man. I don't know off the top. What conspiracy are we talking?
Was
like
1901 tough for you?
1901. Wait, what was 1901?
No, but basically, this geezer just thinks that he's only Theo Baker and that is it.
No,
And
but
once
hear me
he dies,
out.
he
Hear me
dies.
out. We were all probably in the war.
Yeah, fucking shut up. What, you fucking
Some
did
call it
time
kind of
in
war.
Nam, mate.
We all probably were in the war.
Yeah.
Like,
and
for real.
War is human nature as well throughout existence. There's always been war.
Maybe not the World War.
Well, you're part of the
Because we
Spanish
may have been in
Armada.
a
like,
war.
No, I'm not saying we reincarnate as English. We could have been fucking.
He fought for
Cuban.
Napoleon, did
Estoy
he?
tratando de comprender lo que estás diciendo
Oh, fucking
conmigo.
hell, it's the Armada.
There we go.
Oh,
And that's maybe I've often think, right? Why have I had this desire to learn Spanish, and why has it come so natural when I've learnt it in this lifetime?
Didn't your mum make
Why
you
are my
do it?
genes? why are my genes 15% Spanish? I'm like, mate,
you're definitely not
there's.
15%.
I have. I've done one of those DNA tests, cuz.
Well, guess what I am? 2% South Italian and
Wait,
Greek.
yeah, but,
5%
but
wanker.
that's like finding out that you're like 5% Mexican and being like, that explains why I like
Well,
fajitas.
a lot of Mexicans are Spanish. So.
What do you mean? Whoa.
Spanish roots,
What?
Luke,
or actually they're Native American as well.
Fajitas are a Mexican food.
No, because we were talking on things like humiliation rituals. Because people thought like the bubbly thing that I spoke about was
Yeah, that
a
was-
humiliation ritual to get my career back.
I tried that since you said that.
You
know.
did a bubbly,
I tried it since you said it, low
didn't.
key.
I know you did.
Low
mate.
key.
Danny
That's not
Aarons has
true.
done a bubbly.
low
Who's
key.
Danielle?
Danny Aarons has done a bubbly.
I listened to it. I was like,
Wait, you didn't try it though? Have you actually?
Did you actually? No,
but, you know,
Wait, so what? You did it? What?
you know,
no, you didn't.
it's-
Where were you, and what did it
No, 'cause
feel
I've got to
like?
go, and I can't leave on this.
No, come on.
you know, it sounded nice. It sounded.
It didn't
interest-
sound nice.
It sounded interesting.
It didn't sound.
It sounded
either.
interesting.
Like, you tried it, but you didn't actually get to do it. You just sort of weird up in the air, and it's sort of like nowhere near.
Did it hit your tongue?
Yeah, I can't. No, it didn't.
Wait, what?
I'm
So you
not-
didn't actually get it in your mouth
You
or
started
tongue?
it, and you couldn't go through with it because you thought this is fucking weird.
You
Yeah.
attempted.
Yeah,
Did it attempted bubbly?
I did an attempt.
Could you not get it high enough? Because that's one of the initial techniques that you must learn.
I struggled to commit.
That's what
But
happened,
I
mate. That's
really-
where it always starts.
But
like Luke.
I really wanted to come here today and said I did a bubbly. I really couldn't bring myself to do it.
You actually
Shit,
want
man.
like.
I tried to do it. I tried it.
Valiant,
But it's
valiant effort.
Because why not?
Mate, you from World
Exactly,
War II.
because
I've
would
drunk
know.
I've drunk my piss before.
I can
Like
give you
straight
a few-
up. Like why not? No, like for like it's mate, it's
I
a
could give you
survival
a few
thing.
reasons.
It's
That's
like
why
a
not.
survival.
Mate,
Come on, then.
I think it's the ultimate
you're
thing.
fucking-
Pissing in your mouth.
You're
No, but
like-
you don't swallow it or anything
It's not
like
a
that.
survival thing. You're middle class and live in a house.
No, but worst case scenario, if it gets to it, you need to drink your piss.
In what scenario?
If you're in the woods and you don't have any water,
fucking nah, mate.
What's back in Nah? What does that mean?
when you and Danny were back in Nam.
when we
In the
Nah,
reincarnated.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, what, fighting?
Yeah, in your
the
past.
war.
Yeah. No, yeah. Basically, I think. Let us know in the comments. Right? Has like this isn't weird.
Don't.
But has anyone tried a bubbly since it got revealed? Because I've had multiple people tell me that they have attempted it.
Yeah.
I did do one with Elliot and
Recently.
Oh, you've done
someone
one again.
called Two Charge as his nickname at Boundary Festival.
No, you
did
did
it
it.
at-
You
you
did
Did
it
it at a
again.
festival.
And-
Did it again at festival. You're such a freak, man.
Yo, you're
Stop.
addicted. You're actually
Stop.
addicted.
You're addicted.
And there was multiple people that also enjoyed the ceremony.
Enjoyed it or partaked?
They did both.
It's
and
not a ceremony.
All
Where
I'll
is this
say
coming from?
is that it's a liberating thing.
It's not, man. Stop.
You end up
Stop.
realizing that everything is just atoms.
You're pissing in your
And
mouth.
no, you're not. No, you're not. See, that is the misconception on a human level.
No, you literally are.
Theo, I
On a
think Theo, you're
human
too
level.
close-minded. You need to be more open-minded. No,
That
for
was
real.
loud.
For real.
Cook it.
You need to
You
be
are
more
close-minded
open-minded.
in general, cuz.
You
Look
need
at the
to try.
comments.
You need to try new things.
You're pissing in your mouth.
But what's the worst that can happen? If you don't like it, cool. I'll never do it again.
Develop like.
They're gaslighting us.
Yeah, they are
100%.
gaslighting. You're
100%.
gaslighting.
If you don't
right
like
now.
it, cool. You'll never do it again. At least I tried.
I rate that.
You're not
Danny.
going to get a disease. You're not going to do anything.
Do you honestly think, guys, right now, like where you're talking about, yeah, at least I tried, bro. Like fucking
Who's
yeah.
talking like that?
Like both of you right now, you're talking about pissing in your mouth,
No, we're not.
and you're trying to gaslight us into thinking at least we tried.
Like we're the fucked up ones. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
because you're just staying in a bubble. Pop out the bubble.
That's the whole concept. Like we're all stuck in a bubble, right? It's actually a very deep thing. We're all stuck in a bubble. So what do we invent? The bubbly, right? That is what liberates you from this thing of being like, I can
not where it
only
came
do
from.
certain things and operate in this one safe in a bubble way. It's breaking out the bubble wrap and living and
Stop
experimenting with
thinking you're
life.
sounding like dropping bars right now. You're rhyming bubble with bubble.
Oh, I don't know.
Like the last 10 minutes, we found out you both fought in World War I and you both pissed in your mouth.
And you haven't done either. We win. We win.
There's just no way you tried that. I don't.
Unfortunately, guys, I have to go.
Thank
Really?
God.
Yeah, so you guys carry on talking.
You had something in your teeth this whole time.
Yeah, I just didn't want to tell him.
Everyone's gonna have just been like looking at that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
it's all right.
Can you see it on screen, boys?
it's so obvious.
I actually didn't even tell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I just ask, right, as a gentleman that has got tattoos,
Go on, boss.
did you decide to get tattoos as part of like almost wanting to change yourself?
You go, Mal.
Or was it just I like this? Because I would sometimes wonder if the reason why I've like changed all, and I've got all these tattoos, changed my hairstyle, like I've almost changed the way I dress as well. I'm like, am I low key trying to almost like change myself as a person?
It's a good question, you know.
So I just wondered if
it's a good question.
oh, wait, Theo's just leaving everyone. Just like, see you later. He's got to go passport office. Yeah. Toss up. Right, see you in a bit, mate.
It's a good question, Joe. That's a good question. I think it's a bit of both. Like I never grew up like, oh, can't wait to get a tattoo. Like I can't wait to get tattooed. I'm just like, woke up one day, I'm like, I just want a tattoo. And I got...
What was it, an impulse decision?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you got full sleeve?
Yeah, literally like, it goes all the way up here, like, yeah, and I'm just like, I started with my hand. So it was just blank here with a fucking hand tag. It looked stupid. But I was just, yeah, literally, I messaged, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I just messaged the tattoo artist. The next morning, I got fucking Zeus on my hand. So like now I'm just kind of committed, innit?
Did you know that you wanted Zeus, or were you like...
Yeah, no, I don't know why. Like I can sit here and claim like fucking he stands for power and strength and just
integrity,
just looks cool, innit?
Integrity.
Like there's no reason. He just looks cool.
So you don't regret it or anything?
Oh, no. I fucking love it. I want to get loads more.
Yeah,
but like,
sick.
none of them mean anything. They're just style, I guess. I don't know.
But I don't think you got yours to like... You always wanted to... You used to wear that like Jeff Hardy sleeve, didn't you?
Well, yeah. But as in how do you actually decide what goes on your body forever? Because part of me, like, on my old tattoo...
Well, shouldn't you know?
Yeah. Sometimes you can get the urge, though, I just want to get a tattoo to have something. And I'm wondering if that's like, oh, you're trying to change yourself. Like, why? If you actually are totally in acceptance of who you are, surely you don't want to change anything.
Yeah, I get that.
Do you know what I
It's
mean?
like getting a new hairstyle.
Yeah, but it's like often that
Sometimes
can be
you just-
rooted. Like when people change their hair color and things like that, there's often something going on in their life when they're like, I'm trying to get away from this. So
true.
let me
He
just
spits facts.
change myself.
You see people like dye their hair when they're like depressed or
Or
something.
shave their hair off and stuff like
For
that.
real. No, you're onto something. You're cooking. You're cooking.
I get what you're saying, but like, I mean, you got your first tattoo when you were traveling in Bali. Wasn't that after the fight?
Yeah. See, look, I wonder if like I get that impulsive sleeve decision because I know I've always wanted one, but to do it in that moment after like a traumatic event with the fight, am I like almost trying to step into like a new chapter, literally physically by changing and altering myself? I often think,
But then what was the reason for all this? And then the next tattoo?
fucking once I'm going, I'm just cooking now.
That's it.
And now
You
it's
just get the
sort of
bug,
like, yeah, and once you get one here, you're almost like, well, now there's a gap here, and almost like, I don't know, where I'm at now, I feel like it's balanced, and I would actually just
So you're not
remain
going to go
here.
down this arm? Would you do like both arms?
Nah. I don't, nah.
But you say like you want them all over?
I want like, as Joe said, like you see gaps. So like I want one on my chest, I want like one on my ribs and stuff like that. But like, I feel like I want to keep half of me pure.
Yeah.
So I think just this side, you know?
I think that's why I had it. It's almost like this is my darker side, my sort of demonic.
You've got a tattoo
Side.
on your... That
Nah,
That's
but
a
look
little
at me.
twinkle,
That's
little
cute.
twinkle.
It's cute.
What do you think of the little twinkle? I thought they're going to be
I
different.
like this one.
You
and-
hate this one.
Oh, is that
Oh,
a
I was going to say I
twinkle?
like that one and that one.
Nah, there's like you got the moon and like
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, I
or
like
sun
that.
or something.
Yeah, I like it.
Because I just thought, let me
Or something.
it would be a little bit different to just have like a little detail there and there. So when I wear a vest, it just pokes
You
out.
thought it through, man.
Glad you thought
You thought it through.
and even just having that wing come out there and that come out there, I literally based my tattoos on what it would look like wearing a vest.
So what's
That's
happening?
awful. That's awful, man. I hear it though.
That vest is becoming like a personality trait of yours now, though, isn't it?
I just wear it all the time. It
wrong
almost
with that,
feels
mate?
like, I don't know if you find this, like how you present yourself either makes you feel more like authentic
Yeah, of
or makes
course.
you feel more like a wanker.
No, I hear
And I'm
that.
combining both with
I
this.
hear that. But you're comfortable.
Yeah,
And you're yourself when you're comfortable.
it's facts.
That is that. I think that's why people like waffling.
So true. Can I just quickly ask about the grass is greener syndrome? Just a quick one.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Of
Right.
course you can.
Do you ever get this, right? Because I often will find that like whatever I'm doing, and my mind does go like, oh, I wonder what
Yeah.
this
What's
thing
that-
that, the
what
thing
else
that I'm
is
not
there?
doing.
What
Now
else
that
is
can
there?
obviously come up in relationships, but also career commitments and just things that you are just doing. Do you find that is something that comes into your mind a lot, or just nah?
Nah. I'm very happy just being comfortable, which maybe is a bad thing.
Nah, I think it's a good thing.
I don't know, but like, I'm very happy just as long as nothing's going wrong, don't fix it. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm just comfortable being me.
That's
and then
cool, man.
I'm never wondering like, oh, but what's like, you know, what more is there? Or like, you know, I don't care. I'm happy here. I don't want to jeopardize anything.
Yeah, it's like, surely if you're happy, thinking about, like, is the grass greener? Like, well, surely the grass is already green.
Yeah, but maybe it's an ADHD.
Is it greener?
Maybe
is it greener than that green?
Yeah, I get that. But
I don't know if it's like an ADHD thing or what, right? But you can almost like wear your mind stimulatory wise when there's like there could be more stimulation else.
Yeah, but it's a slippery slope, isn't it? Because you have that with everything.
I think if you try and chase to be happier, it will make you sadder.
Yeah,
you just gotta be happy in the moment.
And this is where we've spoken about finding like contentment. You need to just be.
But some people will say I'm at my most content in the chaos. Like when I've got a million things I've got to juggle, or like this, that, and the other, or I don't know, like almost having like a stable life is almost boring for certain people.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily that the grass is greener. You like a little bit of chaos.
You like burnt grass.
Yeah. You like change and
potential.
Yeah, I hate change.
Really?
I'm a very routine person. Like I hate change.
What the fleep? Because that's like, yeah, I would say like no. Like, so I did a spontaneous this weekend book to go to Oktoberfest for 2 days. Then I'm going to Barcelona to meet one of my friends that lives out there.
Nah.
And then it's just sort of spontaneous. Or see what happens. Or that excites me.
I couldn't do it.
Whereas for you, would
everything.
that be like, ooh.
Mate, on my phone, on my computer, I have like, it sounds really like robotic and whatever, but I have like every hour planned of my days.
Really?
But like it is quite, I don't know, but yeah, every hour. And if it doesn't go to that schedule, I'm like, fuck, like, this is awful. This is the worst thing ever. Like, I'm very like set on it. Very
quite OCD, isn't it, that?
Yeah, kind of.
I know we throw those terms around quite a lot, like OCD, ADHD, and like.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I can function without it, but I would really like to not do so. I like a schedule. I love a schedule, man. I've done it for like years.
I'm probably more, not on that scale, but like I'm more of like that. I like knowing when things are happening, what's going on.
There's an element of that though that I totally comprehend, but there's also like planned fun. Like what planned fun? Spontaneous fun.
Spontaneous, like you think of spontaneous nights out where like when
not
you're
just
younger.
Nights out.
But like as an example, like
should we do this?
You'd get a call at like 7 o'clock from a mate saying like, should we go Brighton? You're like, oh fuck it, yeah, give me half an hour, I'll meet you at the bus stop. And like something like that would randomly turn out to be like the best night out that you've had in a long time, as opposed to like, oh, it's my birthday in a month's time, make sure everyone's there on Saturday.
I hear it. I
don't know, because there's a thing of like having things to look forward to, like knowing I've got a trip coming. I suppose that's an element of planning. I do get you on that. I guess there's just, the thing of having a predetermined future. Like, this is it now for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but does anyone
predetermined?
I don't think you can do that. Like, I really don't think you can predetermine even like a fucking week from now, because you just don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, even this, like, say, for example, my schedule was like, this hour you'll be streaming. But actually, no, like 2 days before you reached out, do you want to come on the podcast? So I'm like, okay, cool. So that it just changes. You can't predetermine anything.
Yeah, I suppose you may think that, it's all predetermined now if I've got, even committing to waffling, right? So in order to do it with fellas, we had to go like, 2 years? You are committed to basically doing a podcast every week for those whole 2 years. Part of me is like, fuck, that's my life now predetermined for the next 2 years. But it's not. And we can pre-record things as well to still have the openness. But yeah, there's almost like, is that commitment issues? I don't know. But it's like,
probably a little.
But now that we're doing it, I'm gassed. Now that we're doing it, I'm like, yes, I love having this and knowing that it's coming week in, week out. But I don't know.
I think it's scary when you see 2 years. If the concept just said like, do it every week, you're like, I can't. But then if you break it down, it's like, oh fuck, that's like 100 weeks. Like I've got to do it for 100 weeks. But it's just every week. You can do it once a week.
Yeah, facts. And
when you see it big.
Thus far as well, doing it as well, it's been sick. We've been getting like better and better as well. Like,
as in like the recording sessions.
Yeah, like 100%.
It is nice to be back.
Yeah, one last thing. Do you reckon last thing, or is there anything major left? I just wanted to touch on like, drugs and alcohol.
Let's fucking do it, Joe.
Right,
Let's fucking do it.
No, because like obviously certain YouTubers, with the stresses and with different things that come with obviously this lifestyle that is quite unnatural. Throughout the years, I've seen certain YouTubers turn to drugs and alcohol as a way to cope, even turn to like food and getting like ridiculously letting themselves go in that way. I just wonder, like, do you have any like vices or things that you turn to, or is drugs and alcohol, is that something that's ever been something in your life?
I can proudly say I've never done drugs, and I've drunk alcohol, but I've never like been drunk.
Right.
I've only had like, you know, sip here or whatever, like maybe a bottle of cider.
Which that you mentioned that before we recorded.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never got drunk. Like even after my fight, I went clubbing.
Yeah.
I had like one, I don't even know what the fuck do you call it. Like, I had a cocktail.
Yeah.
I had a cocktail. I was like, yeah, cool. Just go back to the hotel, sleep. Like, I don't find that whole environment fun. Like for me, if I want to celebrate, I'll be close to people that I love and just like share the moment. I don't want to be with a fucking bunch of strangers with loud ass music. I hate it. So never been drunk, never done any drugs. What am I? I was definitely addicted to food. Oh, I was bad, man. Like comfort eating, like to the max. Like even now, to be fair, like if I have like a shit day, I'm just like, fuck it, just get a Chinese or whatever. Like that is still definitely like the bad thing where I could probably not do it. But like, yeah, I would say.
Think of the happiness it brings you.
It does bring me happiness. Honestly, it really does.
It is that
good,
high.
Chinese,
And do you ever feel like guilty?
Yeah. Oh, literally, like I would feel guilty after I like order it. Like
Really?
I'll phone them up or whatever, order it, and I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? I've had so many times where I'm in a not shit mood, but like I feel shit or whatever, like something's gone wrong, and I'll order like anything on Deliveroo. As soon as it's confirmed, I'm like, no, fucking try and cancel it. Like I hate like,
actually actively try and stop.
Oh yeah, like it's instant regret. But then I still keep doing it. So
Yeah, but I think we actually spoke about this last episode. Like I think that's a good thing.
What is?
Actually, like not the feeling guilty part, but like the fact that you still just go through with it.
Yeah.
Because I think you need those things, those outlets that actually do make you feel good. And
you can't be like perfect 24/7. Like you need
100%.
a little break.
Yeah, because obviously, I got to a point where I was like, I need to cut basically anything out that isn't like whole foods. Obviously, I don't drink, get rid of caffeine, get rid of everything. But then it's almost to a point where I'm living this really restricted, like rigid lifestyle.
Yeah.
That then you're just like, well, am I just going to look back and be like, I didn't do anything. I haven't got any fun stories to tell. I haven't got anything like that because like I just kept myself so almost trying to be like in a certain way, like perfect. And it's like, like that perfection ain't fun, man.
How the fuck do you quit caffeine?
Innit? Like,
I'm gone. Like I'm addicted.
Well, that is where I was. The only reason I did was because like, when I was traveling, I ended up finding myself. It gave me so much stress.
Yeah,
because it does literally inject you with stress, and I'm like, I'm living every day, not enjoying, not in a peaceful state because of it, and it's like, I almost had to, but now, like this morning, I had one coffee because I was like a bit ill, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it and allow that and not beat myself up because what would start happening is like if I did have anything like the Chinese or like the coffee or something a bit naughty, the guilt and beating myself up like, fuck, I've given into it. Yeah. It's almost like a relapse.
You say like the coffee induces you with stress, but like, do you think you scapegoat like a lot of items for certain ways?
Like being like, I'm stressed. It must be to the caffeine.
Yeah.
Potentially. I think they don't work like, don't get me wrong. I think there are, it does induce you with extra stress, but if you're stressed anyway.
Yeah. It just elevates
you'll notice it more. Yeah.
No, it is true. And I think it's healthy. It is for us to do these things that are maybe a little bit naughty and practice not beating ourselves up. Like I have this friend that will sometimes just park in a disabled bay, knowing that he would feel like an absolute twat. He's not disabled and people are going to judge him, but just doing it for like half an hour when he goes and does something and just like, I'm going to sit with this feeling and not let it define me or eat me up. Like, and it's almost like trains his brain to be okay with that, like doing things that doesn't make him feel proud of himself, to actually get more used to like, not being
sounds
defined.
like he just wants to park closer.
Mate, well, that's what I said.
Surely disabled people aren't the people.
No, I know.
Fucking hamsters.
I know. Nah, it is weird, but overall, we're all just winging it, really, aren't we?
That's life, man.
Like we are just all winging it. No one's actually got it figured out. And
we're all living life for the first time, innit? Fuck it, man.
So we think.
Not you, boys.
Oh shit! No, we're fucking not. No, we're not. But no, this current self is.
Yeah.
We've had experience, man. We've had times. I genuinely think I was William Shakespeare in another life. Like, because I just feel like connected to him.
How?
I don't know. Anytime I see him, I'm like, fuck.
Are you good at writing?
Nah.
Oh, so you got a lot in common.
No, I didn't have. I just don't know. I think I was him.
You are him.
I really think I was William Shakespeare.
What the fuck?
But we'll never know, innit? We'll never know.
Now I know why you two get along so well.
Yeah.
You're kind of both a bit crackers.
No.
Yeah,
You're the crackers.
No,
one.
do you know what it is?
Am I?
We're the good ones.
You said this when Deji came on. You were like, you two actually, or it was Theo, you two are actually quite similar.
Yeah, but whenever you mention doing something with YouTubers, you always say Deji or Danny Aaron's.
No, as in,
They're
like,
always
I've been
the
having
first names that
concepts.
you mention.
No. Concepts of like new video ideas I've been coming up with. And I just think like, oh yeah, imagine like me, Deji, Danny do this. Like it's like
That's
a
the
collab
boys.
idea. I think it'd be a good little like
Chemistry's
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
but that's what I mean.
yeah.
Like you can see why when you see like you two in particular. Like I notice it. Like I feel like you think the same way on a lot of things.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think I see myself in you a lot.
Yeah.
Like anything you say, I'm like, yeah, I hear it.
It is interesting
It's
that.
cute, man.
Yeah. So
It is.
who knows? To be continued. Ideally, I'll fucking pitch you some ideas eventually.
Cool.
Anything else, or are we just sort of like on a wholesome ending there? Do you
That is a
reckon?
lovely.
That's a
wholesome
lovely
ending.
ending.
Yeah. Love is love. Obviously, subscribe to Danny. Thank you so
mate.
much for coming on.
Thank you. It's a pleasure, my friend.
Can you like the video? Because it does actually help. Like a brand new concept, but like, could you hit like on that? 5-star us on what?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much the only.
Sounds?
Sounds.
Is that a thing?
Sounds.
I don't know. I think that's a thing.
All right, if you're listening there, do that as well.
Sounds?
And just comment one who you would love to see in that seat that Danny's in. And just say, I don't know, like, what is your favourite thing to do that you'd rather no one know about? Do you know what I mean? Right? Nice one. We'll see you when you're older. We love you. Peace.